So I was recently asked the question whether or not it is a woman's job or her role to cook. So here are my thoughts on the matter. Technically, as a woman in a modern society where we strive for everything to be equal, 50-50, no, you absolutely do not have to cook, and that absolutely does not have to be your role in theory. With that said, my position is if you desire to be in a relationship with a strong heterosexual male, you should know how to cook. Reason being is, you know the old saying, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Our grandmothers, our great grandmothers, our great aunts knew that a woman who cooked, a woman who fed her family, like that was just an important thing. It was never questioned. It's just what you did. I mean, you think of a lot of traditional cultures today, or a lot of cultures that still have, more ancient practices. Usually, the women are cooking. Usually, women are learning how to cook, and in this modern society where there's such a mixing and blurring of roles and gender roles and responsibilities, I think sometimes it can create a lot of confusion. And so I would say, of course a woman has the right in this society to choose what she wants to do. If she doesn't want to learn how to cook, okay, that's her responsibility or that's her choice. But you have to know that if you're a woman that does not know how to cook, you're going to be less attractive to a man, especially a if you are into like alpha males or the strong or the masculine men, the you know, the men's men, you're generally going to be considered less attractive. You're going to have a competitive advantage if you know how to cook. It just is what it is. I didn't make up the rules. I didn't create the book. It just is what it is. Just talk to a guy honestly and they will tell you. So yeah, of course you can have a choice to not cook if you want to, if you want to focus on your career or focus on other things, if you prefer to do DoorDash, all those kind of different things, you can absolutely do that. But my personal opinion is, again, if you are actually wanting to be in a long-term relationship, get married, if you like a particular kind of guy, if you like a strong man, you probably should know how to cook. It is what it is. And I'm not saying you have to be, you know, you got to be like, I don't know, like the best thing out there. You have to be like a top chef, but certainly learn a few recipes, and you improve over time. Um, but like I said, if you just honestly talk to a guy, honestly talk to men, like it's simple. Like they're not really asking for anything too much. They're not asking for anything too complicated. I think we have made it complicated, or their society, whatever's going on, cultural trends have made it extra complicated. But your average typical guy, just probably wants a pretty agreeable, cooperative woman that knows how to cook a meal. I mean, I think most guys, if they come across that, it's like game over. This is it. And so, um, while it may not seem like it's that big of a deal, for many guys it is. Knowing how to cook or knowing how to prepare a good meal, it really is a competitive advantage. And so again, I say this for women who are like, hey, I really want to land a good guy. I want to land maybe a more traditional guy who's, has the ambition or is strong or maybe wants to take care of me. If that's the kind of guy you want, then 9 times out of 10, you should know how to cook a few recipes well. But these are just my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Leave your questions, comments, concerns in the comment section below. Thank you so much for listening if you've gotten this far, and we'll talk soon.